up that high. Hi everyone, good evening. That's the parking lot next to us. That's the parking lot next to us. There's a whole bunch of stuff behind me. I'm not going to stream that stuff. It's not that I can't, but I don't want to. Let those people have their privacy. There's kids running around. So, made it here last night around, I guess it was 12:20. And trying to figure out what we're gonna do. No, I'm not at J6. I need some time off. Do a few things. There's a couple places I want to go see, and it's kind of slow. I'm waiting here for Lady Buckeye to show up, and a few other people I want to meet. So gotta wash clothes and just need some time to chill. I've been looking on some of the parks near me on Google, and I've seen a few that I want to go see. There's a Civil War Museum in Winchester. There's another little battleground not too far up the road, and I want to go to Antietam, and I just need some time off from the stress and the stuff that we were doing, especially with the camping and having to move all the time, and I just need a rest. I'm not 20 anymore. As much as I enjoyed yesterday, I would love to be there at J6 all week. But man, I need a break. I'm sorry. I'm out camping and stuff. It's not easy. I'm not as young as I used to be. Yes, I need a little bit of rest. And I might go one night this week. It depends. But I gotta wash clothes, and I want to go see a few places. I came here to protest, yes. But there should be some time I can go see some stuff that I want to see. And as far as the food thing yesterday, I did get a little excited, but we had to go 3 times to get the stuff. And if they would have let me write down a list and go get the stuff, we would have only had to make one trip, and those two are clueless. They have other things on their mind, and they piss me off a lot. I don't not like them, but I don't like to be around them a lot. And that's pretty rare for me. But I got a little excited, and I'm sorry. David and me have got everything worked out as far as the funds. I brought some of the food here and donated what we didn't use. I split it up with David, and I brought it back here to 76, and they got it in the reefer truck. I might go out and buy some hamburger meat and stuff like that so we can have a cookout, because there's still money left over from what y'all donated. And I'm sorry that I was a grumpy person yesterday at that time. But it all worked out. I had a good time yesterday. The rally was awesome. There's more people than I thought would show up. And I was really happy. What happened with GB? I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, when I'm going to these places, y'all are coming with me. I'll be live streaming. I don't want to walk around the park by myself. When I can have somebody chat with and rant about something. The only place I won't take you to is when I wash my clothes. Yeah, you can get on David's Live. Now, Glory be to Nina. See, she got all bent out of shape, just like I did with the meat stuff. She didn't know the whole story. They did not pull a gun out. It was a paintball gun. So, just relax. The cops were laughing at the critters because they said they pulled a gun on them. They showed it to them. It was a paintball gun. It didn't even have any paintballs in it. But, I got some things straightened out today. I took a bunch of junk out of my car and put it back in, and just to see what I had in there. And got it all fixed up. And Steve and me drove down to the park for a little bit. We talked about what we want to do. He's going back to Pennsylvania for a few days and get some cash and make sure his van is up to par on the fuel tank and everything. He wants to check it out himself. And I think next week, when Lady Buckeye and them get here, I definitely want to take them down to J6 for at least one night and all that stuff. I know that once they go there, they'll have an experience that will be with them a lifetime. Yeah, that's true. There's that divide. Talked to Santa. He's still 100% with us on the J6. He wants to bring the group down there. But then I told him, well, what about it might get a little hard to hear. There's a big truck over here. They're putting it in the garage. And I said, well, if you go down there, the whole mess is going to follow you down there. And he kind of sat there and said, yeah, but he really wants to go so bad. he went there one time, but that was the first time they had it, and the critics didn't know about it. And he kind of sat around. He says, "Well, I'm gonna have to think about it." He said he'd call Mickey and talk to her what she would want him to do. So, if he shows up, he shows up. If not, he doesn't. It's not that he doesn't want to. But she's seen what's happening a few times. The Psycho Twins came and, disrupted a good, solemn rally. And, well, that's life. You just got to deal with those kind of people. How can I not videotape him if he's there? They're gonna know if he's there. He's gonna see that all the vehicles are gonna leave. They're gonna know exactly what's going on. Y'all need to go back to Glory B. She was just frustrated. She didn't know the whole story. And, next time I'll see her, I'm sure David's going to tell her the same thing that I'm going to tell her. Because David will be there tonight. See, that's what happens when you see one thing one way. And it wasn't even a gun, it was a paintball gun. I put a comment on, I can't remember who's one of the critters was saying, they had a gun. And then I put on the comment, wow, a paintball gun. And then all the comments that came after it was so funny, I had to go back and read it twice. Because there was like 12 comments saying, squirrels are scared of a paint gun, squirrels scared of a paint gun. So, that's what happens until you hear the full story. So that's what happened. And everything's okay. Even the cops were laughing about it. It don't matter. I can have a squirt gun. Plus, in West Virginia, you can carry a sidearm out in plain sight if you want to. Nah, that didn't happen either. I watched the video. It didn't even happen. It wasn't even pointed at ants. Pointed at an inadequate squirrel. So, and I know I wasn't on here all day. I just decided, well, I better get on there because I was doing a few things. We were straightening up an area over here, and I decided, well, I better help so to get done right. And time went by faster, and they were out doing their little, what do you call it? Ranting and raving out front, so I was sitting there watching that for a while. Then someone bought a humongous Olive Garden dinner, and I am about to explode. I haven't ate that much food in probably, 2 months since since before the 4th. I overdid it. I overdid it, but it was so good. And there's still some left over, so tonight when I'm on guard duty, I may raid the kitchen. Haven't been able to do that in a couple months either. So, but it was so good. It had, of course, spaghetti and meatballs, chicken parmesan, and these stuffed raviolis and breadsticks, salad. I overdid it. I played the 5th. I overdid it. Well, thank you, Brenda. All I need, Brenda, is a bunch of prayers. If I need anything else, the Heavenly Father will provide. That's another thing. I got to remember tomorrow to get my phone so I can give a little roll call. We'll give a roll call to the people that donated money for yesterday's event. And so I can, that I recognize you for helping us out. 'Cause it was awesome yesterday, except for that little shopping incident. But other than that, I guess I really got mad because I didn't want to disappoint Mickey because our chat, helped out the feed, that group, and I wanted it to be perfect, just like you all are perfect. And I guess I did get a little grumpy. But it worked out fine. The inmates said they were happy we were out there having a good time. They were watching us through the windows. And it amazes me that they want us out there having a good time because it makes them feel like, wow, these people came and seen us and they're out there having a good time, but they're still thinking about us and they're praying for us. And, it should be the other way around to me. But every one of them, every time, they always call and say, we're so happy y'all having a good time and you're there for us and we know you're there. That just gets you. Along with the stories, they're amazing men, and there's 2 women on the other side. They're trying to somehow get them to be able to call, and we need to pray for that big time. There's the one girl that's been in there 548 days or something like that, and I can't just, when she gets on the phone, I will lose it. And I'm sure a lot of other people will be the same way. And we need prayers for those girls, and we can get them on the phone. It'd be awesome. That's another thing there. Before you comment on something, get the whole story. Like they just showed that little video, and of course the critters showed their little video, and of course it's going to be different than the other video. But and she was frustrated, I understand. Looks like it's going to be a nice night. Wasn't as hot on here as I thought it would be. But they have that big tent up, and the reefer truck and the trailer, they're set so you get a big shadow area. And it was kind of breezy today. And when I wasn't doing something, I just kind of like kicked back and had my feet up on my cooler and drank some ice water, which I usually don't do, but I don't know, it just felt right today. From what I understand, it's not going to be for a while. Right now, the guy says that he has the space for the trucks that are coming in, so we might not have to leave. But if Patriot Q and a few other guys are looking at some land, if they can secure that, we're going to move. And then these clowns right here can't. You can just barely hear them in the distance. They won't be able to follow us because we could put trespassing signs up, and then it's over. Well, it's nice and peaceful until the trucks come flying by. But when I got here last night, Chuck and Mike, Chuck he does the anyways, him and Mike were there, and I sat up for a while. Steven and me got separated because there was an accident. Steve was up ahead, and I couldn't get around the stupid cars, so I took a different route, and I got here before he did. But we sat up till about 3 o'clock and just had a little good talk. But it's not bad. The cars and the trucks. I need to go see if I can still find where my teepee was. Looks a lot different here than it was. Mom and Pa are here. They took off this morning to go to a park or something, and I didn't know they were back. But then I came back for dinner, and they were over there serving food. And of course, Mom had to say, "Oh, Roger, you look hungry. Let me cut you off a big piece of stuff here." She was, "Oh, I'm so glad you came back to Bunker Hill for a while. Everything's fine." Yeah, they're all over at some loser's house. It's just across the street into the Virginia area. And some losers letting them stay at their house. So, but they aren't that bad. I just don't hear them anymore. I conditioned myself not to hear them anymore. Oh yeah, at home I sleep with in the summertime my air conditioner is blasting, and then I got a fan. I can't sleep without a fan, even in the winter. Gotta have that air blowing on me for some reason. Well, I've been praying for that, Sandy, for a long time, that God has His hand on me, and He seems to, both Him and His Son, the Father and the Son, the stuff that's happened to me in the last 2 months, 2.5 months. It's not a coincidence. Tonight I have to do the 3 to 6 security. I don't know how he's going to be famous. He's a legend in his own mind. Well, there's many vets in this country, and I'm glad to be a brotherhood of vets. Even some of them, even the ones that are Marines, they're okay. I always tell X-Ray that when I see him. Oh, Marines are okay. He laughs. Yeah, the empty heads. Well, you know, I can't see who that was. Gator lover. You know, sometimes you reach a point where you can't stop. And you know, sometimes you reach that point, and no matter what, you got to do something, even if you don't like what you're doing. And you know, Santa hit that point. He just got mad, and you know, he couldn't stop what he was gonna do. But I understand. I've been in there. I've done stuff that, you know, I just can't stop not doing it. That's the only way you can release sometimes. But when we had the olive dinner, garden dinner today, he put speakers out, and we had the music cranked so they couldn't interfere with the enjoyable dinner. I think they ought to do that all day, to stick those speakers out and let them play, and they can talk all they want, rant and rave, you won't even hear them. I know they were. I know they were, Brenda. Those two girls yesterday. The whistle girl, she told Mickey, "I'm glad your daughter got killed. She didn't deserve to live." And I was like, holy cow, I'm glad it's her, because I know there was 4 cops right there, but they would have not have stopped me from ripping her throat out. I would have been out of control. I wouldn't have been able to control myself. How can you say that to a mother? I'm glad your daughter got killed. That's just nasty, coming from a devilish spirit. But they were there for their 1 hour and then left. Everything was back to normal. We all started having a good time again. And just too bad people are like that. Well, Lady Buckeye, I want you to come to the J60s with us. Something that you will, be with you all your life. Well, I'm so famous, I have to have doubles or even triplets. That way everybody gets a little part of me. Brenda, right now I'm doing fine. Now I'm at the camp. I don't have to buy any food. I'm okay. I don't need anything. Y'all was so generous yesterday. And, you know, that was more than what I needed there. Help out the party and everything. You guys are great. Beautiful night. It's not hot, it's not cold. I wish there was a little bit more of a breeze. Yeah, I had some letters. I got them, but I think there's still some more. But Hippie Mama and Dee aren't here right now. And I guess they'll be back by the weekend. I think they want to see Hippie Mama's daughters, and you know, I'll just have to wait till then. I got a couple of letters already, and I'm thankful for the people that sent them. Y'all are great people. They're a great chat. We don't get out of hand. We respect each other. Of course, sometimes we do disagree, but all families have a disagreement every once in a while. You know, that doesn't mean we don't love each other. I need to turn the music back on and drown out Poopy Pants. Right, I'm on this side. The couple trucks are blocking his deal, and when the trucks go by, I can't hear them at all. So it makes it a little bit peaceful. Yes, I wish you could see these clouds here more better. They look really pretty. Hey, Nebraska Patriot. Well, one can only hope. If Poopy Pants didn't have a voice, he'd be over. I guess the garage shut down over there. I didn't even hear them close the doors. You know, even with the trucks going on by there, it's pretty calming the way they zoom by. Maybe that's why I slept so hard last night. When I was here the first time, I only spent 4 days here. Then the rest of the time it was in DC or camping, getting ready to go to the J6. Missed the fires though. Need to get a fire pit. I think I've seen one around here. You get a fire pit and get a fire going. Maybe I'll do that with the Orioles coming back tomorrow. One on a stand. I didn't get here till June 30th. Then I was here the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and then on the 4th we did the freeway shutdowns. Then we came back here, rested, and left, and drove into DC that night, that Monday, Tuesday morning. Haven't been out and camping for 2 months. I gotta go get some more water. I'll be right back. Got a frog in my throat or something. What's that?
Coming down, checking on you.
Guess I'm taking over at 3. No. Well, I said I'll just change this way, but not outside. Beautiful sunset in that picture right there. How pretty that looks. That's right. We the people. Oh. No, I didn't see her down there. That was before I came out here. No, I already told Raptor I've never gotten a video while they're out there. I'll turn my video around. Sometimes I have so many people on it, gives them recognition, and I don't want to give them any kind of recognition. But you know, if they're doing something, boom, I will turn it around. I'll even zoom in on it. Oh, that is a beautiful picture. It looks more prettier than that picture. Maybe it's a little bit too dark. Yeah, I don't have security until 3 o'clock. I have it with hashtag crystal meth. Yeah, with the cars going by and the trucks. I looked at a few places I want to go this week. So we'll have to go on a little adventure. And I need to go to Walmart too, because the thing that holds my phone on the front windshield, the ball bearing thing cracked. Now I have to get a new one, but I have a backup one, but it's not as good as the one I had. We'll make out so y'all can see the road as we're going and see the scenery. Some of it's going to be very pretty. It's be in the mountains. Well, hollows, I guess they call them here. To me, the trip is just as good as being at a place. I love looking at the scenery. And everything looks very nice. It's green right now, but I like the fall also. Everybody will have to have their seatbelt on. And the snacks are in the glove compartment. You can only go in there if I say snack time. Anybody getting caught, they're going to have to hitchhike home. And no, are we there yet? Nobody says that. Are we there yet? No, that's not going to work in my vehicle. Well, we will do 1, 2, 3 shotgun. And if you say it before, you're disqualified. So it'll be 1, 2, 3 shotgun. So y'all gonna have to practice. And if you sound out too fast, you have to stay here and go out front and listen to the critters all day. That's going to be your punishment. If you're bringing in snacks, yes, you can have any snack you want. And if I go into a store, if I go into a gas station and get my drinks and stuff, anybody that messes with the mirrors, you're out. You're out. I have a strict car policy. And nobody jumps up and down on the back seat. Let's get all the rules out here in front now. So when we go on a trip, we'll be safe, nice and easy, and we'll get there at a reasonable time. I haven't seen her if she's down there or not. I haven't even really looked. But as they say, my car, my rules. Just trying to make the trip safe and easy. And maybe I'll bring an extra Coke out and y'all could share that one. Well, like I said, my car, my rules. And I'll probably think up a few more on it while we're on the trip. You know, if the Democrats can make all these rules, why can't a stormtrooper make up all his rules? Oh yeah. If you throw up, you clean up. Boy, we're gonna have a 2 or 3 page list here by the time the chat's over with. I don't know if they make station wagons anymore. Pizza. Pizza, you can put anything on. We need a magic bus. We need a magic bus. And then we can just cram 20 or 30 people in it. Go to the drive-in. Well, she's over there. She's in the thick of poison ivy, so there's poison ivy all around that brick, that cement barrier. Poison ivy likes cement. It likes to crawl up it. So maybe she'll have an itchy butt tomorrow. Well, I guess it takes 2 or 3 days. Maybe she'll have an itchy butt. Yeah. I just tell her that Freedom Spreader gave her the squirrel pox. But anyways, in the parking lot, there's about 40 vehicles in the parking lot. So and they expect to get about another 20 or 30 over the weekend. So it's going to be pretty packed in here. That'll be nice though, get some more people here and see what's gonna go on with the movement. You need to go and look on Santa's stream from Saturday night. It's going to explain everything that the movement's going to do. There's a few interruptions in there, but they're worth watching. And he'll tell you everything that this movement's going to do. I have to make a big decision, and I'm not sure which way it's going to go. Some of the things they discussed I don't like. Some of the things they discussed I like a lot. But I'm just going to have to sit and think and reflect and ask the big guy and his son up there to help me on my decision, and I'll go from there. I want to go back to the J6 for sure. Steve and me found a few ways that we can go and not have to pay for campsites. And we'll be sleeping out in the streets. Well, we'll be in our vehicles, but we learned how to move our vehicles and be able to sleep at night. Maybe one day get one day out of the week get a cheap hotel so we can take showers and wash our clothes. It won't be bad. And I'll probably do that for one more month. And I'll have to see after that, 'cause October will be coming and it'll be getting colder. And I have things to do back in North Dakota. But we'll see. I don't make the plan. The two guys upstairs, they make the plan. They brought me here for a reason. And I hope I'm fulfilling what they had a plan for me. Plan they had for me. But it's next month is my big 65th birthday, and I still act like I'm 12. Yes, they will, Julie. Most of the property is just asphalt. There's only a little section on the other side of these buildings over here. These buildings here. There's some grass on the other side, but it's not a lot of grass. But if she touches the fence, she's going to get her hair knocked off. wire running through the fence, and it's like 2,000 volts. This is a very secure area. If you don't come in with the 2 gate entrances and you try to climb that fence, you're gonna get to know the fence. There's signs on about every 5-10 feet, do not touch fence. I guess JJ got shot once, so they learned a lesson by JJ. Then I understand JJ is not allowed with the group anymore. He got kicked out. Well, he gets kicked out of convoys, he gets kicked out of critters. He's had a sad life lately. I don't think he's ever been on property. They never started messing around until we were on the mall. Oh no, you can walk around the backside of this deal. They don't mow the grass, and there's all kinds of sticky brush and poison ivy, and it's a very large property. No, they left. All the doors are down, the lights are off. Except for the outside lights. I'm sure there's snakes out there. Yeah, she's looking for that adventure. Got legs, I see. I don't see no legs. Oh, it's not gonna be for a while. They're not leaving here for a while. From what I understand, the guys came by and looked at where we're gonna be parked. He looked at his area, and there's the trucks that he's gonna have here. There's plenty of room for them, and we're gonna be okay. But I know they're still looking for a base camp so we can put our stuff up and put no trespassing signs, so then these clowns can't even come near us. Because then it will be shot on sight. Yeah, it's 81's right behind us. It's not 20 feet, maybe 20 yards. Oh yeah, they weren't going to get evicted anyways. They might have not been able to renew the lease. They have a monthly lease, and they might have not. If they were going to bring in more trucks, then they could say, well, we're not going to renew your lease, then we would have to move. But that wasn't an eviction. The guy over here that's running the garage and everything, he is a very good patriot. He is from India. His father and mother came here in the late 40s after the wars. And in the late 40s after the war. And they're Muslims, but they love America big time. They don't understand why Americans are not doing more for freedom. They understand from what their mom and dad went through, their lives before they came to America, how it was over there in India and all that area. They don't understand why people aren't flocking for freedom. And their two younger sons they're college graduates, but they're going to take over the business. They like working on trucks. And the two boys are very smart. They could have, I don't know what the degrees are in, but geez, sometimes when they're talking to me, I'm just like open mouth. I don't understand what you said. It's not in my head. So it's explain everything in detail. I'm like, I only came over here to see if we could fill up the water tank. I did that this morning, and I got on the ear for like 45 minutes. I only came over to fill up the water tank. Oh, okay. You want to borrow the forklift? I go, yeah. Well, that's another thing. I need to go home and probably around October. That way I can make sure my apartment is okay, and all my stuff that's in there, and get a winter job, and then start again when it gets warm. If we don't fix what's coming up here by November, I'll be back on the road again doing this. I'm hoping to go and start traveling around and finding places that people do not go to. It might be a stupidest thing there, but I'd like to go stream it and say, hey, these people are trying to make money off of ice in a cave or something in August. Just find things that fascinate people. I'd like to go to some of the old gold mines that are up in Montana. There's a lot of old ghost towns up there. And look around in those places. Most of them you have to hike to. Explore them and see what's there. And And it's got to be beautiful. You have to look out over the valleys. They have to be just as beautiful as they were 100 and some years ago. But it's a big trip I want to take. I could start at my home and go up to Williston, and that's in North Dakota, and get on Highway 2, and it travels all through, it goes through North Dakota, and it goes over the Yellowstone River, and the Yellowstone flows into Missouri in that area, and then you start climbing up into the mountains, and it goes all the way up to Glacier National Park, and Highway 2 cuts down into the falls of the Missouri there, and then it cuts on over into Idaho. Then I'll get off there and come down through Idaho into where the Mormons live, Utah, then back down into Montana, and go into Wyoming, there in the corner where Yellowstone is. I already got the trip planned out. I want to do that. It's beautiful. I've been on some of the areas, but I was told that Highway 2 that goes through Montana, it's like 20 or 30 miles from the Canadian border, and it's just so much scenery. They have a lot of those pull-off deals and pull off. You see the valleys and the forests and everything. I could probably do that in a month. That's not driving fast. But I want to see some of that stuff that happened years, hundreds of years ago. Maybe I'll find the lost hidden gold mine or somebody. Then I'll buy everybody a new house and car. Well, I'm going to cut off the stream. I want to talk to a few people that are still up. I have to pull security from 3 to 6. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Don't forget to say your prayers. Say something for me and a movement, especially the J6ers. And please don't let the Betty bugs bite. God bless you all.